Hello dear students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So till now I have already posted 4 to 5 videos on nutrition. I think you all have gone through those videos. So today we will be discussing about a very essential part of nutrition and that is we call that water is life. So we are going to discuss about water, its properties and its functions. Okay, so I think you have gone through all the previous episodes of nutrition so that you will get a clear idea of this lesson, and whatever questionnaires is there, you can answer each and every question whatever I have taught in the previous videos. Now till now, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please to subscribe to it and please share it so that your friends can also get the benefit. Tell your friends to subscribe to my channel so that they can learn and get the updates which I am posting daily. Now let us start with today's episode of water. Now, what are the learning objectives? So what is it? At the end of this lesson, we will know that what is water. So we all know that what is water, we are drinking it every day, but we should know a little bit properties of water and we should know the biological functions of water other than cleaning, washing and all. Right? So how is it essential for our body? We should know that. Now let us move on to the next slide, that is what is water. Now, water is an organic substance which is made of hydrogen as well as oxygen. So, this you all know as you have already studied in your chemistry lessons that water is H2O. It is an essential nutrient for our survival. Every human beings, we can't live without water. Whether it is a plant, whether it is an animal, whether it is a human being. We can't live without water for a longer time. We can live without food but not without water. And our body contains nearly 70% water. Water is present in the cell protoplasm, it is present in blood plasma and as intercellular fluid in the tissues. So is it clear to everyone? We know that in the cell, water is present in cell protoplasm also, in blood plasma as well as in intercellular fluid in the tissues. So we all know that water is 70% of our body is water. So if a person is fasting for suppose 7 days or 8 days or 15 days, he can live without food because the storage in our body where the glucose is being converted to glycogen and stored in different parts of the body, where fat is being it has been restored in some parts of our body for emergency use. They will be broken down and they will be giving us energy in the emergency state when we are fasting. But what if we are not drinking water? No, we can't survive without water. No living beings can survive without water, whether it is an animal or a plant or a human being. So is it clear to everyone? It is a very easy topic, so we will wind up quite fast. Now let us move on to the last slide. Now what are the functions of water in our body? It is a medium through which other nutrients and essential elements are distributed to various cells of our body. So what is it doing? So to various cells of our body, it is distributing several nutrients and essential elements. Now it is serving as a lubricant, that is it reduces the friction of several organs. If you are drinking adequate amount of water, so the frictional force will be less. Okay, so like in the digestive tract, the food movement will be easier. So there also it is acting as a medium which makes the movement of food easier. It helps in the removal of body wastes and helped in thermoregulation. So what is this term thermoregulation means? It means thermoregulation is a term which means maintaining the body temperature by either sweating or evaporation. So either we are sweating or we will be evaporating the heat. Okay, so by sweating through evaporation, the heat content in our body will be maintained or regulated. So that part is called thermoregulation and it participates in the body's biochemical processes. especially when we are doing the metabolism of proteins. So this whole metabolism of proteins I'll be doing in details when you are studying the biochemistry part. So yet it is not there in your portion. So in your higher classes, when you are doing that, we will move on with this, and that carbohydrates to absorbable forms. So it is participating in all the biochemical processes, especially the metabolism of proteins and carbohydrates to absorbable forms. It helps in the smooth movement, I have already told, of the digestive tract. It helps for the removal of waste. If we are not drinking adequate water, our urine as well as our stool will be inadequate. It will not cleanse our body properly. So it will be stored in our body, which may cause several diseases. Okay, those excretory things, they contain toxic materials or toxins which should be flushed out from our body either through sweating or through stool or through urine. So it should be removed from our body as waste, and that function is being maintained by drinking water. And another part we will be discussing in the next video, that is called roughage. That is also a very important part of nutrition. So in this video we are discussing only about the functions and the properties of water and how it is essential for our body. Now in the next upcoming video I'll be discussing about roughage. So I think till now, dear students, you all are quite clear about this. It is a very easy topic. So you can go through your textbook and read just that part, water. Next we are moving to roughage. So as of now it is over. So next video will be coming soon. Okay. So thank you.